today we decided we're going to be talking about why our exes are our exes. So we have a few reasons we're going to share with you. We're going to spill some tea, we're going to drink some tea. You know how it is. So I would probably say like this is for both of us. One of the reasons my ex is my ex and her ex is her ex is because they constantly freaking lied to us. Probably about like everything. Whether it be where they're at, who they're with, what they're doing, if they're gonna show up to hang out with us today. You never freaking know. Yeah, that happened all the time. I personally don't like dating people who enjoy smoking weed just for the pure fact of being high. I don't mind it in my friends, but I don't want it in a partner. And so he would like show up and then I could just smell him. Like it could have been yesterday, but if you know people that smoke weed, when they sweat, they smell like weed. And so then I just instantly knew. I'm like, hey, so you were smoking weed and you were lying about it. Awesome. And then when I'd call him out for it, he'd be like,
no, I wasn't.
I'm like, okay, then why do you smell like you just came from a pot farm? And then my favorite line was,
it's in the past. I don't smoke weed anymore.
You smoked weed yesterday. Okay. Shit, that makes a lot of sense. Got any input?
Like basically my ex was just like a POS. But there was one thing that really hurt me was I like went to a show. He like makes music. His music sucks. But anyways, he makes music, and I went to a show to like support him and be there for him. I went with like his stepmom, and then we left because like he was like, oh, I'm just gonna come home after the show. Like I'm not gonna go out and do anything. So I was gonna like go home and wait for him. Then he decided to like go to a hotel with a bunch of like not so great chicks. And then I was literally like, you told me you were gonna come home. I literally just drove all the way to Santa Ana to be there for your show, and you're gonna decide to go get drunk in a hotel room with people I don't even like, people I'm not friends with, when you have a girlfriend at home. I was like, please come home. And like, he was literally sitting there declining all my calls, and he texted me, he's like,
stop calling me, I'm on the aux.
I'm on the aux.
I'm like, you're literally so terrible. And I was so sad, and I cried myself to sleep that whole night. And he literally didn't think he did anything wrong. And I was like, wow. That is one of the reasons why I'm not dating you anymore, because you suck.
POS.
POS.
For the win. Oh, goodness. We dated crap people, that's for sure. So, another reason, same with her, same with me. We practically dated, like,
They were like
the same person.
They would
just
like
in
talk
different
about
bodies.
They would like talk about lying to us together.
Yep.
Because they both like to smoke weed and do other stuff behind our back.
Yep. So they became good friends because they were both POSs. And of course we would talk about our relationship problems because we practically had the same relationship problems. It's like, poo on us for being stupid. But another thing that really bothered me about my ex was the fact that I was not allowed to talk to a single guy without us getting in a fight. It could not be anybody. It could not be people I have known since birth. People would ask me a question in class. I would have projects with people in class. Yeah, basically I couldn't do anything. And so one day, back in my freshman year of college, I had class with someone I've known since middle school. And so he would keep me up to date because I missed class a lot. And so one day I text him.
And you know, I message you now. Well, this is like back in the day. It doesn't do it now, but it used to. If you had blocked somebody in your phone, the message would send through, or you would like try to send it as a text message. One of those two things would happen.
And so I got really confused. I was like, what the heck? And so I like clicked on his contact and I noticed the dude was blocked. And so I went to like my blocked list on my phone and every single male contact I had in my freaking phone was blocked. And then so you know, he didn't care if my like academic career was gonna go down the toilet as long as I'm not talking to any dudes asking for a number 2 pencil and what I missed in Mr. Slovinsky's class last week. Yep, but he could talk to whatever girl he wants and I wasn't allowed to get mad. Yeah, it didn't matter if he was flirting with other girls. I wasn't allowed to even have a guy look at me. Yeah, some dude looked at me at the beach and he got mad that this dude looked at me and they both started screaming at each other and they almost got in a fight. Lifeguards started yelling. It was a great day. Yep.
This was like way back when I first started dating, and I was going to a concert with some of my friends, and I had told my ex that he can't go get really drunk because like he just would always get in trouble or do dumb stuff. Like he So that's why I was like really iffy with it. And I was like, you can go out and drink 2 beers because I know you won't do anything dumb if you only had 2 beers. So just like, while I'm not with you. But I let him go out by himself, trusting him that he wouldn't do anything dumb. 9 o'clock at night, his phone dead, off, couldn't reach him. Literally was freaking out for the whole night, having a panic attack. I was like, he's dead, he killed someone, he's in jail, he's cheating on me. Any possible bad thing that could have gone wrong. And in the morning, I figured out from his mom that he had gotten arrested. And he got a ticket, he got like a misdemeanor for having weed on him, having a scale on him, because clearly he was selling it. He was intoxicated in public, and he was out past curfew because he wasn't 18 at the time. When he like got arrested, he decided to sit on top of the cop car, throws up on it. He threw up inside of the cop car, and I'm pretty sure he like threw up on the cop's shoe, or like I know he threw up on himself. And that's what I had to figure out in the morning. And he was literally dead asleep like in his bathroom till like the next day. Apparently he only had 2 beers. I don't know. He said that the cop was throwing them around and it made his tummy upset, but that's a lie. So like the one time I let him go out and do something, he gets arrested, throws up inside of a cop car, and then his dad had to go the next day and clean the cop car.
Dear Christ. I don't even know at this point. I don't know what we were thinking.
Just don't try and fix them because people don't change. No matter what you say, they don't change.
They
Everyone
don't.
sucks.
No.
Happy message of the day.
So this started happening later in our relationship. It was back like after I graduated high school and went into college. And so the majority of my time was taken up with school. Like all I did was live college. I cussed.
Bleep it out.
Life was awful. Sucked so much. So when I made time for people, half of the time I'd have to cancel my plans and I'd tell people that, hey, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be flaky, but last minute homework comes up, you gotta do it, you gotta be a good student. But of course I'm gonna make time for my boyfriend. Out of everybody, he's probably at like the top rank of who I'm gonna make time for. And so he would sit there and be like blowing up my phone about how much he wants to see me and all this BS that wasn't true. So I would make time for him. That means I'm putting off all the homework I need to be doing. I need to be focused on it, so don't waste my time. And so then I'd be sitting there, and I'd be like, okay, so we're gonna hang out today, right? And he'd be like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, what time are we gonna see you? It's like, okay, we're supposed to hang out around like 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock rolls around, no text. Hey babe, where you at? No reply. 4 o'clock rolls around, no reply. 5 o'clock rolls around, no reply. 6 o'clock rolls around. You could guess by the time 8 o'clock rolled around what did not happen. And this is my boyfriend. My awful, awful, conceited, self-centered boyfriend. But, so then of course I would text him being like, thanks for wasting my entire day. And then he'd sit there and be like,
What are you talking about?
and it's like, well, we were supposed to hang out. You said you were gonna come over around like 3 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock now. You're still not here. You probably wasted your entire day getting high and surfing at the beach with your friends. And then you're gonna ditch me. Thanks for the heads up. I could have hung out with my best friends instead of your but too late for that. And so yeah, he would just ditch me all the time. It's not like this was like an every once in a while thing. True.
The last thing I'm gonna say, which is kind of like the main problem through like my whole relationship, kind of like sums up everything, was my ex went to rehab because he had an issue with drugs. Not like hard drugs, but still he had an issue with lots of things. His life sucked. He dropped out of high school. He was failing. He was lying. So he just needed somewhere to go to get his head on straight. And I wanted to like see him before he like put himself into rehab. And he literally would not allow me. And I was like calling him, texting him, and he wouldn't respond until he finally answered. He's like,
What do you want?
and I was like, well, I'm just trying to see you before you leave for how long, and I'm not going to be able to see you. Like, I'm just like, you don't want to say bye to your own girlfriend? He's like,
Oh, I'm gonna go make music because I'm putting myself in rehab and I'm not gonna be able to do that. So I'm gonna go make music for my last night that I'm here.
and I tried to be understanding. I was like, whatever, cool. And I was like, that is not what he's doing. And I just had this feeling. And then I have to figure out like later, because he called me when he was in rehab. And he called me and he spit the truth, but I already knew it. I was like, you know what? He was probably like, I thought he was dead because he was supposed to go to rehab and he disappeared for like 24 hours and no one could get a hold of him. And I was calling my therapist. I was like, dude, he's probably dead. He's not answering. He's supposed to go to rehab. No one knows where he is. Tripping out. Just to figure out that he had popped like 3 Xanax. He took that and then went to rehab while I was on Xanax, and then the next day woke up and he didn't even know he was in rehab because he decided to get barred out on his last night. Before he went to rehab, he's like, let's just do one last roll and take a bunch of Xanax just to pop off that I've been lying to my girlfriend for 2.5 years about my drug use. That's why he's my ex, because he sucks, he's stupid, he's irresponsible, has no brain.
We really know how to pick them.
That's my fault. It's my fault for sticking around that long.
It is. It's our fault. For people out there that have been in situations like us, clearly we're both in abusive relationships.
True.
They were not healthy. They're not something that people like just... If you think that you can fix someone, just know you are the one-way ticket to an abusive relationship. It's the truth.
True. Also, shouted me and my best friend out. We made a diss track against my ex. It's already got over 140 plays in like less than 48 hours. Link will be in the description so you can hear my diss track about my ex that I was talking about today. Because it is lit, it goes hard, it's gonna pop off. Check it out, check it out, check it out, check it out.
Yeah, go check it out. So if you ever want to hear more about our exes with actual stories, like a story time video, make sure to leave this video a big thumbs up. Make sure to come back next week. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in our next video. Don't be as stupid as us.
I can go check it out now. Bye!